Welcome to Char, Cant, Cook on location at Sam Mackenzie's beautiful garden up on the Bench and Terrace. Char, Cant, Cook is all about traditional recipes, local gardens and wild food, and we're doing local gardens. Welcome, Sam.
Thank you.
How long have you had this property here up on the bench?
This is our third summer here on North Eby.
On North Eby?
Yes.
And what did you plant first when you first started gardening here? What was your first garden? What area?
Well, this is where we had our garden, and we planted pretty much the same things, the basic things that you would normally plant in a garden when you start. So beets, lettuce, kale. I tried corn every year, and we've been very lucky with hot summers. So
the corn wants hot summer?
Yeah, definitely wants hot summer.
Is this a normal height? It's mid-July right now as we're taping.
It will get higher, so probably about here. It sprouted up from the last few weeks. It was only about here when you were here last. So.
And tell me a little bit about your natural mulch here. I like this idea.
Well, we just let the weeds grow.
Let the weeds grow and then keeps the moisture in the ground.
Yeah, keeps the moisture in. That's my theory.
What is doing really, really well right now? What do you feel kind of proud of? Which plant is doing well?
Well, I'm proud of my peas.
Let's go look at some peas.
Sure. So I've tried a couple different ways of staking them. In the middle here, there's kind of like
a teepee, like this one?
Sort of form. These are beans, but
that's what the form looks like.
And they kind of fell over a bit. And then I also did a new kind of form over here with the
there's a
crisscross, and then the ropes coming down.
And have you tried this system before?
Never, no.
So this is brand new this year, and they're really liking it?
They're totally enjoying it. So. And they're ready.
We could have some yard snacks, right?
Yes, you may.
Is it important to leave them till they're big or pick them when they're small, or what's the protocol for picking peas?
I would pick them when they're thick. So you don't want to get them too thin like this one. I'll just pick it anyways, but when they're a bit thicker like this, so that they're sweeter.
They're sweeter?
When they're thicker, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
Can I eat the whole thing?
Oh, go for it.
Oh yeah, that's sweet. What else can you show me that you're very pleased with this year?
I am excited about broccoli.
Let's go to broccoli. So this is the stage right here where you want to pick it, or more like that?
They're smaller heads because I've already started picking. You can see that I took the bigger ones out already. But yeah,
you just cut it?
Yeah, just cut them.
And then it keeps setting up more?
New sprouts will come out, yeah.
And I see you have a bit of a cover. Were these undercover? Did you start them early?
No, they weren't undercover. Just the cabbage I put under this crop cloth because I was trying to deter the little white moth or butterfly that comes and lays its eggs in there, which I was not successful at doing.
They look pretty good though. At Kassan Place Community Garden we have cabbages, and they're more eaten, I think, than yours are.
Okay.
You know, let's get a shot of this beautiful purple cabbage here. If one of the camera operators wants to zoom in on that work of art there. They're just so lovely.
Yeah, they're doing fairly well. And
do the purple cabbage taste different from the green cabbage, or?
I think they're a little bit sweeter, but I might be wrong.
Okay.
But I'm trying to grow lots of cabbage so I can make some sauerkraut this year.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut.
Yeah. And there's some more broccoli down here. See, this one started to bolt.
I see
so
what you mean.
I didn't pick it fast enough. And, but this one here, you could still eat this. It just might be a little bit bitter.
Getting a little bit bitter?
Yeah.
How come this doesn't look like it does in the supermarket where you got those really little tight
the tight heads?
Yeah.
It was like that. I just didn't pick it soon enough.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. This is what they do when you don't pick them on time.
And these are beautiful too, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a pretty color.
And they're very tasty.
And what are these? Are those onions or?
Leeks.
Leeks.
And then more leeks. And then it has some garlic right here. It's starting to, if you go on across over here. This is some garlic right here. So you plant that in the fall, and then it will be ready for at the end of September.
You plant so it's in the ground for a full year?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. How big are they? Is there anyone that's ready? No, you said it's ready
They're
end
not
of
ready,
September.
no.
Okay.
Yeah. But I actually, when we were weeding last year, we pulled a whole bunch of the tops off by accident, and then they started to sprout in the spring. So I tried transplanting them and it didn't work.
Okay.
So there you go.
Good. Good. Mistakes are allowed.
Yeah.
And there's a name for these curly bits, isn't there?
Yeah, I can't remember what
Is
it
it
is.
scapes or stopes?
Yes, that's what it is.
Scapes?
And then you can eat them
So I could
when
just
they get the seeded part.
when they get the seeded part.
Yeah.
So is that this bit?
Yeah, it will get a little bit bigger.
Okay.
It's
And
quite
then
tasty.
you can cut it and
Yep.
you have a little bit of early garlic.
Yeah. And those are my beets right there. And with beets,
These are
I
beets.
grew them a little bit too close, but that's good because then when I thin them, I can eat the beet tops
Okay.
and put them in salads, and they're really tasty.
Could we eat a little bit of the beet tops now?
Sure, go ahead. Of course.
Here, I'll let you pick me some.
All right. I just usually pull the whole thing out because I planted them too close. Would you like some, camera boys?
We'll save some for them. They're busy. Their hands are full. And what
right.
do we eat?
Just the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah, it tastes like a beet.
Tastes like a beet. Okay, like those taste like garlic.
You can put it in soup or in your salads.
That tastes like a beet. I find that beets taste like corn or fresh cut grass the way it smells. Do you find that or no?
No,
How would you describe the taste of beet?
earthy.
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 Okay. I get that. Earthy. Yeah. Yay. So you can have early beets and early garlic and still leave the bulbs in the ground and just eat the greens.
Yeah, it's good.
Marvelous. Are these more leeks here?
These are onions. I planted a bunch of different types of onions this year. I planted, these are, they're a white onion or a yellow onion, and they're good for storage. So hopefully we'll have onions all year.
They keep well.
Yeah. And then we have, there's some purple onions somewhere in here, over there. Just see if you
Oh,
hop
yes.
over.
Okay.
So you can see that they're quite purple down here on the bottoms of the stems.
Those are also very pretty.
Yeah, and then we have some white ones. Just regular, like just white.
And why do you plant a variety? What's the strategy there?
Oh, just for different recipes when you're cooking, and kind of fun. Different colors in your salads and stuff.
Just for variety.
Yeah. Yep.
And what have we got along here? What are these tall guys? Is that romaine?
Nope. Romaine's at the very end there, but
What
this is this here is kale. I've got a bunch of
kale.
different varieties of kale growing.
And
Don't ask me what varieties because I can't remember.
Okay.
But there's 6 kinds. So this is 2 different types.
oh yeah, this is more green and this has purple.
Yeah. So that's the kale.
And how do you eat kale?
Well, you can throw it in again in your salads and soups. You can dehydrate it to keep it for the winter, and then just crush it up and throw it in whatever you're making, lasagna, whatever.
Oh.
It's very healthy. It has a lot of benefits. And another way is to put butter or oil and salt, and then you bake them in the oven to make kale chips.
Kale chips.
And they're quite tasty as well, yeah.
Are they crunchy?
Yeah, yeah, they're delicious. This is Swiss chard,
Okay, Swiss
just a
chard.
regular one, and then I have the bright light ones over there.
And how do you use Swiss chard? Like any other of these greens we talk
Yeah.
about? Salad or soup?
Yeah, or you can put it in like a stir fry kind of a thing.
Can I taste a little?
Oh yeah, go for it. Help yourself. I really like Swiss chard.
That's very pleasant, light. Not really sour like spinach. Just tastes like freshness.
Yeah, it's good.
How would you describe it?
I think the same. Fresh.
Fresh?
Fresh.
Just tastes like fresh green.
Yeah. This is something I've never grown before. These are rutabagas.
Rutabagas.
Yeah.
That's such a good word.
I know. I could pull one just because
Just a little one.
it's just a little guy, but they will get quite a bit bigger.
Rutabagas.
Yeah. So you
That
can
looks like a turnip. Not a turnip, a radish.
Yeah, it's not though. It'll get quite a bit bigger. They get about this big if I don't get some sort of worm in there. Hopefully.
And what do these taste like?
Well, you go ahead and try that because I really don't know. I just thought I'd try them.
Why did you want to try rutabagas?
I think my dad likes them.
Okay, all right.
Go for it.
Make you try it. That has good flavor.
Oh,
That's kind of zingy. It's a little spinachy.
interesting.
Do you like it?
Yeah, you probably could throw that in a lot of things.
Oh, it's a little bit hot too. And what has flowered here? What's bolted?
So these are radishes.
Ha! Giant.
They're giant on the... There's a regular one, and then these are, I think they're called French something.
Oh, fun.
And then there's some other... You can... I'm gonna pull all of these.
Because they get do they get bitter after they bolted?
They're woody.
Woody.
Yeah,
the
they're
texture.
very woody. So there's a
Oh, the rainbow
bunch
pack,
of
right?
colors. But these will all be pulled, and I'll just replant new ones because they grow fast.
But that would be, if you could wash them and then take a picture and then
pretty.
put them in the compost.
Yeah, exactly. What else do we have in here?
What are these? These are very pretty flowers.
Oh yeah, this is all potatoes. All the way around.
Potatoes. What kind?
A variety of different types. Our neighbors has a lot of different kinds, and he gave us a bunch.
Okay, can you name some of them?
Nope.
Nope.
I can't.
All right.
I think we have red potatoes.
Red and yellow and white and
Red, and then the ones that are like
fingerlings.
and then some sort of whatever he gave us. Yeah.
Okay, neighbor potatoes is
Neighbor
what they're
potatoes.
called.
They're the best kind. Here's some more kale. So these are all different varieties. It's just fun to have different
wow,
varieties.
yeah, look at that.
Yeah, those ones look
Very curly and very purple.
some more kale.
I can never have too much kale.
Yeah. And then more beets. I forgot to show you my celery. So I started this celery from seed, which it might get, I hope it gets bigger by the September, but I do have some big ones over there.
Okay.
I'll show you. I like having celery in my garden. It's good for soups. So here's some more, some celery. And they're a little bit thinner, but they're really strong in flavor. So maybe you want to try a piece.
I'll just try a little one.
Yeah, it's quite a bit stronger.
This is a wonderful thing because it's summer salad, and you can also have winter stews, and you can freeze it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's stronger.
This is like celery if we were in a cartoon. Because the supermarket celery tastes like this, but much weaker and watered down.
Right.
This is strong, and it's good.
It has a lot of flavor, which I find in lots of gardens. The flavor of the vegetables is quite a bit stronger.
Stronger, yeah. Well, we just pick it and eat it. We don't ship
Process it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this garden plot was here when you moved here?
Yeah, the only thing that's different is we put an extra row in. Just kind of extended it a little bit.
Okay.
Last summer, the lady that lived here before, I guess she grew giant pumpkins, so we're really lucky because gardening's about soil, and I think she really worked the soil.
So you inherited very good soil.
Yeah, I think that's...
Do you add anything to it, or are you organic?
I try not to add too much. I put in sea soil.
Oh yes, lovely.
And I'll just, when I plant something, I'll just sprinkle some in there. And then I try and stay away from any chemicals.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And was this greenhouse here built when you bought the place?
No, it wasn't.
You built that?
Yeah.
Can we look at that
First we had like
next?
a hoop house. And then it was quite a bit smaller, and we took it down because of the wind. And then we inherited this from a friend that bought a house, and he said we could have it if we took it down. So we took it down, and
is this compost here?
Yeah.
So tell me the plants that love the heat. Tomatoes, obviously.
Tomatoes. They say to grow basil near your tomatoes. It's supposed to help with flavors. of the tomato, which
Grow the basil near the tomatoes.
yeah.
Interesting.
So I try and do that. Peppers love the heat.
Wow, you
and-
got some big ones there.
Yeah, I did have a bit of an aphid issue, so I've just been spraying them with water, and I had a whole bunch of ladybugs come and help me out, but
Did they just come on their own?
yeah, I wish. No, I got them from the Spotted Horse Nursery.
Oh, you can buy ladybugs.
You can buy a container of ladybugs
Oh,
there.
that's wonderful.
These are my cucumbers. They love the heat.
Woo! There's a nice specimen there.
So I have three varieties in here. And this one here is, these ones are all, they're called king cukes. And they're quite a bit smaller. They don't get super long. They're good for pickling and eating. Here.
Oh yes, so cucumbers you can pickle and keep them that way.
And then these ones are
Kind
sweet
of
slice.
fun to look for them.
There's,
I see a cucumber.
there's one back there hanging.
Wow. Oh, that's a happy cuke.
Yeah.
And variety just because you like variety.
Yeah, and I actually like the bigger ones, but these are good for pickling. So I'm
Pickling,
going to
'cause
try
they're
pickling
smaller.
this year. I've never done that.
You're going to try pickling for the first time?
Yeah, cucumbers, making pickles. So we'll see how that goes.
And some more tomato and basil. Here,
Yeah.
here's your spaghetti sauce all
Yeah.
ready to go.
So just more tomatoes. That's all I have. Oh, here's our strawberry patch. This is new this year. So there's a big one that it. Here you go. They're very yummy.
Again, we're in cartoon land. Wow, there's so much strawberry flavor in that tiny little strawberry. Wow. Have you ever eaten wild strawberries?
Yeah.
So
of
this
course.
reminds me of wild strawberries. There's so much flavor, but they're not tiny.
Yeah, quite yummy. There are still some weeds in there.
Heavenly.
Well, and we've just been able to come out here and pick whenever, and been lucky. Lucky to have them in our breakfast.
Oh, breakfast strawberries.
So Rich is very into potatoes. He's from Fredericton, so he's in
yes.
charge of the potatoes. He has another patch here.
Because you can never have too many potatoes.
Now I tried a couple things this year because I've had a lot of troubles with my carrots and getting the rust fly.
Oh, yes.
So somebody told me if you plant your carrots higher off the ground, you'll have less chance of getting the rust fly. So
And how is it working for you?
I'm not sure. I won't know until they're a bit bigger, but these are really healthy. I forgot to show you the ones in the garden. I just did a little test, so grew some in there, see what will happen.
It's a big scientific experiment.
Yes, it is.
Ongoing.
Well, when you have this much space, you might as well do it, right?
But they look good. They're not discolored or eaten or anything.
Yeah. See how big they are. Oh, look, there's a little guy.
Oh, hi, carrot. I'm going to eat you. Sorry. Death to carrot. Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah. Cartoon carrot. Just like put more carrot into the smallest space available.
Yeah.
So this is raised just 6 inches or so off the ground, or where does the dirt start?
The dirt starts about here.
Oh, okay, so about a foot off the ground.
Yeah. More than a foot, so we'll see. Keep you posted.
All right.
If it worked. And I just had so many. I started a lot of tomato plants this year inside, and I had so many. I just planted them wherever, so I put some in there, and
And I
random
understand you
places.
gave a bunch of tomato plants away too.
yeah,
You like to do that? Sharing garden?
yeah. I just put them outside by the driveway there and put a free sign, so somebody came and got
That's
them.
wonderful. You're sharing all this wonderful stuff that you're doing. When do you start your tomato seeds inside?
Oh, I think it was in February.
February.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Or that was leeks in February. I can't remember. I use Judy Walker's book a lot.
Oh, okay. Famous
So-
Judy Walker, my co-worker.
yeah.
I taught her everything. No.
So I do reflect back onto her book. And
And then you just put them in a sunny window when they get going, or do you have lights?
I have 2 lights, so I can't grow too much inside. So some stuff I buy and that started, some like this was all seed. But yeah, most of it I'd like to try and plant everything from seed, but I don't have that much space in the
Yeah,
house,
you have to
so-
rely on the nurseries to do
Yeah.
some of that
Yes.
starting for you.
Yes.
I understand we're going to make pesto. Can you show me in the garden what plants we're going to use?
Yeah, sure. Well, we have to go back to the greenhouse.
Okay. We're going to gather the ingredients for the pesto right here in the greenhouse. Can you tell me, Sam, what we're going to pick?
So with the basil, we'll need about 3 cups for the pesto we're going to make. And with basil, you can snip it about here. You see where those other leaves
Yeah.
are coming out? And it will still continue to grow. So
Very
just go
clever.
around and snip the tops off.
The basil smells wonderful.
Yeah, it's super yummy.
Devin says the basil smells wonderful. And it does. Welcome back to Char, Cant, Cook here in Sam Mackenzie's charming kitchen. I can't cook pesto, so tell us what we're going to make here, Sam.
Well, we're going to make pesto today, and I'm using this magazine I got, the canning magazine.
Okay.
It's really good. And pesto is one of my favorite things to have. Just if you have it frozen in your refrigerator or your freezer, you can pop a couple of little pesto pucks and throw them in your
Pesto pucks. Today
Pesto
we're
pucks.
making pesto pucks.
and throw them in your pasta. It's really nice. So today we'll need 3 cups of pesto or basil. Pardon me. And we'll just put that into the blender.
Just throw it in.
Throw it in.
And I see you've taken off the big stems.
Yeah, and just
I don't need to tear it up or anything.
no.
Nope.
And then
Just stuff it in.
yep, just
Shove it in there.
good.
And what else have we got?
You can use almonds, pine nuts, or walnuts. So I'm gonna do a mixture of pine nut and walnut. And we'll put a little bit of both in there. So we'll put 1/3 pine nuts.
I'm just going to taste one of these.
Sure.
Well, it's nice. That's like sesame seed almost.
Yeah, they're really tasty. And then we'll put 1/3 of the walnut in, just to make it, make it your own.
And you can put any nuts, but this is your preference, right?
I usually just do pine nuts, so
Okay.
try with walnuts today.
Always trying something new. You're always trying something new.
Then we need 2/3 of a cup of Parmesan. So do that. Here's a third.
Thank you. Oh, I love these flakes. So, good.
Yep. 2 scoops of that.
2 scoops.
Yep. Then we'll need 4 things of garlic. Oh, I'll take that. 4 cloves of garlic cut in half.
Is that how you do it, Sam? Or do you just cut them in half?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just do whatever.
I just cut them.
And then when you're done, just throw them in there.
You could go ahead, Sam.
And then it's half a cup of oil. So grab that, pardon me. Of olive oil.
And why olive oil instead of, canola or corn or whatever?
I'm not sure. But
You like the taste of olive oil?
I like the taste of olive oil. And the recipe calls for it.
Okay.
So,
Two points in its favor.
yeah. I'm sure you could use like a grapeseed oil if you want
Grapeseed oil.
to. Try. It's half a teaspoon. Put a
Da,
shake
da,
it.
da, 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 da.
And then you can ground some quarter of a teaspoon of pepper.
That is going to taste so good
Yeah, and you can add more salt and pepper
after it's mixed.
when you're gonna be using it, because they'll be frozen in your,
Okay.
right? When you make your pasta. Then we're just gonna blend it up. hopefully this is gonna work. I'd say that's pretty good. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Now, smell that.
Oh, wow. That even has a bit of lemony smell to it.
Yeah, it's delicious. All right, so the next thing you do is you put them in an ice cube tray, and then you can freeze it, and you have them for 3 months.
And you like this little size for serving?
I prefer the bigger ones, but I couldn't find any.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
So
Preserve a
you
lot of
do
our-
canning and drying and
Oh, yeah.
freezing and...
Yeah. There. Voila. Pesto it is.
Wow, that's a summer day right there in a little ice cube. You get a summer day. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you.
Check us out next time only on City West Community Channel 10.
Como quieres que te quiera,